Why does it feel like I'm stuck in career limbo? Why am I waiting for someone else to notice my value? Why does job searching feel like throwing resumes into a black hole? Am I missing something, or is it time to change the game? If these questions are running through your mind, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Hire Me Pls career podcast. I'm Gemma Lopez, career coach and recruiting expert, and this season is all about taking back control of your career. No more waiting for permission, no more playing small. I'm here to help you ditch the doubt, advocate for yourself, and land a role that excites you. From navigating career pivots to negotiating what you're really worth, we're uncovering the real, unfiltered strategies that you need to know. No gatekeeping here. So, if you're ready to go from feeling stuck to thriving in your career, let's do this. Hi, friend, and welcome back to Hire Me Pls. I'm Gemma, and today we're talking about a topic that might feel a little uncomfortable, but it's a conversation that we need to have. You might be unknowingly sabotaging your interviews. Today, I'll uncover those hidden mistakes and help you ace your next interview. Now, just be aware, this isn't going to be the usual don't be late, research the company kind of episode, because I know you already know the basics. If you're listening to this, chances are you're smart, experienced, and probably great at your job. But here's the catch. Being good at your job doesn't automatically mean you're good at interviewing for the next one, especially if it's been a while. And that's where today's episode comes in. So let's jump in. Number one, you think you're coming across as confident, but you're actually coming across as checked out. Now, we're starting here because this is something I see all of the time with experienced professionals. You're polished, you're qualified, but in the interview, you come across a little flat. Not because you are disengaged, but because you're trying to be professional or humble. Maybe you're giving short, direct answers. Maybe you're avoiding sounding rehearsed. Or you're just trying not to overdo it. But here's the thing. The energy you bring is the interview. If you're not expressing curiosity, enthusiasm, or even a spark of excitement, the interviewer walks away wondering, do they even want this job? And this is especially true on Zoom. Zoom flattens energy. So what feels like I'm being chill on your end reads as I don't care that much on theirs. Here's how to fix it. Add warmth, show interest, and narrate your thought process. Say things like, that's a really great question. I actually thought a lot about that while preparing. Or, this role caught my eye because I've been looking for an opportunity to go deeper in X. Or, one thing I've always loved about my work is blah, blah, blah. A little enthusiasm, especially intentional enthusiasm, goes a long way. Number two, you're overshooting or undershooting the role without realizing it. Now, this one's a blind spot, especially for folks aiming for that next level role. You want to sound strategic, visionary, like a true leader. But if every answer is 10,000 feet in the air, you sound out of touch. The mistake is you're so focused on strategy, you forget to speak to execution. Or the opposite, you're so used to being in the weeds because of your team turnover or needing to just jump in and help out. Or maybe your role has used to be strategic, but now it's way more in the weeds than you'd want it to be, and that's why you're leaving. But you end up sounding more tactical than the role demands when you focus too much on the weeds. So here's how to fix it. Mirror the level of the role. If it's a senior director or VP role, talk about how you set direction and how you enabled your team to execute. Balance vision with impact. And be honest if you've been doing more than your title suggests, but contextualize it. I've been wearing a lot of hats this year due to turnover, but in this next role, I'm really looking forward to a more strategic position and leading from a more strategic vantage point. Number 3, you're answering questions instead of owning the room. This one is subtle but powerful. If you're treating the interview like a pop quiz, just trying to get the answer right, you're missing an opportunity to lead the conversation. Interviews at this level aren't about right answers. They're about presence, clarity, vision. So here's how to fix that. Come in with 2 to 3 key themes that you want to communicate. Weave them into the answers when it makes sense. Use language that signals ownership. What I've seen work well is, or in my experience leading teams through this, or one thing that I've implemented that's made an impact is, you're not there to just respond. You're there to shape the narrative of how you'll drive value. Number 4, you're not asking questions that match your level. Here's a big one. You're at the director or senior manager level, but the questions you ask at the end of the interview, they aren't reflecting that. If your questions are too basic or generic, it makes the interviewer question whether you're ready for that next step. Here's how to fix it. Ask questions that show you understand business levers, leadership, and organizational dynamics. For example, how does this function collaborate with other parts of the org to achieve broader business goals? Or what's the team's biggest focus this quarter, and how does this role contribute to that? Or what cultural values drive decision-making here, especially during times of change or uncertainty? These questions show maturity, big picture thinking, and alignment with leadership. Number 5, you're reusing old stories instead of updating your narrative. Here's what usually happens. You haven't interviewed in a while, so you pull out your go-to story. You know, the one about that one big win from 2017. And while it's still technically relevant, it's not the most recent version of who you are or how you lead. So here's how to fix it. Make sure that you're updating your stories to reflect your most recent accomplishments. Focus on challenges that you've tackled in the last 12 to 24 months, especially during times of ambiguity or change. And I'm sure you have so many stories to share. If you're pivoting, make sure your stories support the direction that you're heading and not just where you've been. That's a mistake that a lot of people don't realize that they're making. Make sure that you're forward thinking rather than just living in the past. So here is the takeaway. I'll give it to you in a checklist style to prep like a pro. Number 1, do a vibe check. Are you coming across as interested, engaged, and aligned with the energy of the role? Number 2, align your level. Are your stories, your language, and questions matching the role that you're going for? Number 3, show both strategy and execution. Don't just live at 30,000 feet or just in the weeds. Number 4, prep 2 to 3 core themes or takeaways that you want to land no matter the question. Number 5, review your accomplishments and pull updated star stories. Number 6, practice your executive presence. Tone, pacing, and intentional pauses matter just as much as the content. And lastly, craft 3 thoughtful senior level questions to ask at the end of the interview. You have worked so hard to get to this point, but you're ready. You're ready for that next level. Don't let small, avoidable mistakes get in your way. So this is your reminder. The interview is not just about proving you can do the job. It's about showing that you can lead, think, and communicate at the level that you're aiming for. And most importantly, preparation is key to interview success. The more prepared you are, the more confident you'll feel. Now, if this episode gave you that nudge that you needed, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're ready to go deeper, check the show notes and reach out. I'd love to work with you one-on-one. You've got this, and I've got your back. And I'll see you next week. Hey, friend. If this episode gave you an aha moment, I want to hear about it. You can connect with me on LinkedIn and tell me your biggest takeaway. Or you can even send a message right here in the show notes. And if you're done spinning your wheels and ready to take action, real action towards a career that excites you? Let's talk about it. You can book a free career strategy call with me at mycoachgemma.com. And let's get you moving forward towards a career that you love.